Hello everyone, I am the Story Hub and I am here to help you today. I know you use this video to fall asleep, so before that, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, where are you from and what time are you watching? Now get comfortable and relax. You didn't mean to wander this far. It began as a walk to clear your head, just a short stroll after dusk, when the sky is still pink at the edges and the birds are saying their goodnights. But now, somehow, the trail you followed is gone. Vanished like breath in the cold. There are no signs, no paths behind you, only trees, tall, crooked things with limbs that bend just a little too far, like joints out of socket. The air is cool and heavy, thick with damp earth and the soft, sour tang of rotting leaves. And quiet. So very quiet. No crickets. No wind. Only your own soft breathing. You try to remember how long you've been walking. 10 minutes. 30. More. The ground beneath you is soft. Spongy in places, as if the forest is slowly swallowing itself. There's moss underfoot, slick with dew, and gnarled roots twist up like veins, trying to trip you. You're not afraid yet. Just unsettled. A bit lost, a bit too far. You tell yourself you'll find your way soon. There has to be a road somewhere. A sign. A sound. Then you see it. Not ahead, but to your right. Just barely through the trees. A clearing. You didn't notice it before. You should have. It's impossible to miss once you look at it directly. The trees part in a perfect arc, like fingers pulled back from a wound. And in that wound, that hollow place in the woods, sits a house. It looks old. Not broken. Not haunted. Just still. As if it's waiting. You step closer. Your feet move before your thoughts catch up. Something about it draws you, gentle but firm, like a parent guiding a sleepy child. You cross into the clearing. The forest stops at the edge. No underbrush, no roots, no sound. Just grass, and the house. It's 2 stories tall, with a steep roof and peeling white paint that once might have been charming. A porch wraps around the front, lined with a railing that leans slightly, like it's tired. A single lantern burns by the door, casting a weak circle of amber light. Not bright enough to be useful. Just enough to say, someone's home. You should turn around. But you don't. You step forward. Your hand reaches for the doorframe, rough wood, warm despite the chill in the air. The lantern's glow flickers, as if caught in a slow, lazy breath. You hesitate, feeling the quiet swell of something like hope, or maybe curiosity. Before you can knock, the door creaks open. There's no one there. Just a dim, amber-lit hallway stretching into shadows. The smell inside is strange, a mixture of damp earth, old paper, and something sweet you can't name. Cinnamon. Maybe. Or a scent you once knew as a child, but forgot. You step inside, and the door swings shut behind you with a soft click. Your eyes adjust slowly. The walls are lined with faded floral wallpaper, curling at the edges, and framed portraits hang unevenly. You glance at one, a woman's face, but the eyes seem to move just slightly, tracking you. You blink. It's still. A voice, so soft you think it's your own imagination, whispers. Welcome. You start, looking around. No one is there. The voice is gone. The house feels alive, but not in a way that frightens you. It feels lonely. The floorboards beneath your feet creak with every step, though the house is otherwise silent. You walk down the hall, past a staircase that leads up into darkness, and a door slightly ajar. You push the door open. Inside is a small parlor. Dust motes float in the lantern light. A fire crackles gently in the hearth, though the logs look untouched. On the mantelpiece sits an old clock, ticking steadily, but the hands move backwards. You lean in, watching the clock's slow, relentless retreat into the past. It's hypnotizing. Suddenly, the room shifts. The shadows lengthen. The temperature drops, and you can hear faint, barely audible voices, whispers of laughter and soft crying, like echoes trapped in the walls. You realize the voices aren't coming from outside, but inside the house. You want to ask, "Who's there?" but your voice feels thick and heavy. Instead, you sink onto a faded armchair by the fire. The house hums around you, waiting. The armchair is surprisingly soft, as if it had been waiting just for you. You sink deeper into its worn cushions, feeling the heat from the fire wrap around your skin like a slow, gentle hand. But the warmth is strange, too steady, too deliberate. Like the house is breathing through the flames, trying to lull you into stillness. You close your eyes, and the whispering begins again. Soft at first, like wind brushing through dry leaves. Then clearer. Voices, barely audible, weaving through the air like silk threads. "Stay. Don't go. We remember." The words aren't threatening. They feel like invitations. Curiosity pushes you to open your eyes. Across the room, a door you hadn't noticed before stands slightly open, revealing a narrow staircase winding downward. Your heartbeat quickens, but not with fear. It's as if the house is pulling you, gently, insistently. You stand, legs a little unsteady, and approach the stairwell. The stairs creak under your feet, old stone cold against your skin. The air grows heavier, damp with the smell of earth and something faintly metallic. The whispering grows louder, more urgent, but still soft enough to feel like a secret. At the bottom of the stairs is a door, carved from dark wood, smooth and cold to the touch. You push it open and step into a room lit by a single candle. The flame flickers, casting dancing shadows on the walls. Inside, the walls are lined with shelves filled with dusty jars, preserved flowers, small bones, and strange trinkets you can't quite identify. A worn diary lies on a table, open as if waiting for you. You pick it up and begin to read. They come in the night, the ones the house remembers. Not all are kind. But some are waiting to be found. You shiver, but the shiver isn't from cold. The house is alive with memory, with waiting. And now, it has found you. You cradle the diary in your hands, its leather cover cracked and softened by time. The pages smell of dust and faded ink, as though the memories trapped within have been waiting decades for someone to listen. Your fingers trace the jagged handwriting, each word a whisper from the past. "I have lived in this house all my life. It knows me better than anyone. The walls hold my laughter, my tears, my secrets." A pause, then the writing becomes hurried, almost frantic. "But it is not just my story. The house remembers others, those who came before me, and those who will come after. Sometimes, in the quiet, I hear their voices. Sometimes, I see them in the mirrors. Shadows reaching out. Your breath catches. The room feels colder now, the candle's flame flickering wildly, shadows stretching like fingers along the walls. The diary continues. Do not fear the house. It does not seek to harm. It seeks to remember. To hold those who are lost. You glance toward the mirror across the room. Your reflection shimmers, blurring at the edges. For a moment, you swear you see another face behind yours, a pale child, eyes wide with sorrow. You blink, and the face is gone. A soft creak behind you draws your attention. The door you entered through is now closed, the handle cold and still. A whisper floats through the room. Stay with us. You swallow hard, heart pounding, but an inexplicable calm settles over you. The house does not want to frighten you, it wants you to belong. You tuck the diary under your arm and stand. The staircase beckons, winding upward this time. You take a deep breath and ascend, the house alive beneath your feet, waiting for your next move. The staircase spirals upward, the steps worn smooth by years of unseen footsteps. Your fingers trail along the railing, cold and rough beneath your touch. The house feels almost alive here, as if the wood itself is watching, breathing silently in the still air. At the top, a narrow hallway stretches out, lined with closed doors. Each one seems to pulse faintly, as though waiting for you to choose. The whispers have softened now, more like a murmur, a lullaby barely carried on the stale air. You pause before the first door on your left. The paint is chipped, the brass doorknob tarnished with age. Slowly, you turn it. The room beyond is small and bare, save for an old cradle rocking gently in the corner. The walls are painted a faded blue, peeling in long vertical strips. Dust particles float lazily in the pale light filtering through the grimy window. You step inside. The air is heavy, scented faintly with lavender and something metallic, blood? Or something older? A sudden creak makes you spin around. The door closes softly behind you, sealing the room in silence. You approach the cradle, heart thrumming in your chest. It rocks back and forth, though the room is still. No breeze, no movement, just the cradle, moving on its own. From somewhere deep within the house, you hear a soft voice. Do you see us? You search the shadows but find nothing. We are here. Always here. Your breath catches. You want to ask, who are you, but the words stick in your throat. Instead, you watch the cradle sway, hypnotized by its endless, slow motion. A faint giggle echoes softly, childlike, distant, but unmistakable. The house waits. And now, it has your attention. You stand frozen for a moment, the soft giggle lingering like a whisper caught in the walls. The cradle's gentle rocking seems endless, a slow, hypnotic rhythm syncing with your own heartbeat. The lavender scent grows stronger, mixed now with something warm, like freshly baked bread, or a mother's embrace. A pale light flickers at the far corner of the room, revealing a small wooden chest beside the window. The lid is slightly ajar, as if inviting you closer. You move over cautiously, every footstep muffled on the threadbare carpet. Inside the chest lies a bundle of old toys, worn rag dolls with missing buttons, wooden blocks with faded letters, and a small music box, its delicate gears frozen in place. You lift the music box and carefully wind its key. A haunting melody spills out, soft, slow, and almost sad. The tune echoes in the room, weaving through the shadows like a thread of memory. The walls seem to breathe with the music, the whispering voices melding into the song. Suddenly, a chill runs down your spine. The music box stops. The cradle stills. The room falls into a deep, expectant silence. You sense, rather than see, a figure standing in the corner. A small child, barely visible in the gloom. Their eyes are wide and watchful, filled with a longing that feels both innocent and endless. You want to speak, but the words catch in your throat again. Instead, you nod slowly. The child's lips curl into a faint smile, and for a brief moment, the room feels less cold, almost safe. But the house is patient. It waits. Waiting for you to stay. You step out of the nursery, the door closing softly behind you as if guided by unseen hands. The hallway stretches dimly ahead, the floorboard sighing beneath your feet with every step you take. On the walls hang portraits, faces painted in muted tones, their eyes dark pools that seem to follow your every movement. Some are stern, others sorrowful, and a few bear faint smiles, but all share the same unsettling stillness. As you pass, a sudden chill crawls over your skin. You pause before a particularly large portrait, its frame carved with twisting vines. The woman in the painting wears a long dress, her hands folded neatly in her lap, her eyes fixed forward but somehow distant. You hear a soft murmur, barely audible. Do you see us? You lean closer, your breath fogging the glass. For a heartbeat, you swear her lips move, whispering your name. Your heart pounds. You step back quickly. The hallway seems to stretch longer, shadows pooling deeper at the edges. A door at the end stands slightly ajar. Through it, you glimpse flickering candlelight. Drawn forward, you cross the threshold into a small study. Bookshelves line the walls, filled with leather-bound volumes whose titles have long faded. An old desk holds a stack of letters tied with a faded ribbon. You untie them carefully, revealing elegant handwriting that speaks of longing and loss, secrets and promises whispered long ago. One letter catches your eye. If you find this, know that the house remembers all who enter. It holds us, but it never lets go. Choose wisely, for to stay is to become part of its story. You fold the letter slowly, a quiet resolve settling over you. The house is patient. The house is watching. And you are no longer just a visitor. Leaving the study behind, you step back into the dim hallway. The walls seem to breathe with a faint pulse, the portraits watching silently as you move past. The house feels different now, as if it's reshaping itself around you, molding its halls to your presence. Ahead, a narrow door stands closed. Something about it feels heavier, more ancient. You push it open. Beyond lies a long corridor, stretching farther than you could have imagined, lined with countless doors on either side. Each door is unique, painted different colors, some chipped and faded, others bright and almost new. You try the nearest door on your left. It swings open easily to reveal a small room filled with forgotten things, old shoes, cracked teacups, a shattered mirror. A faint sigh echoes. You close the door gently and move on. Another door leads to a dimly lit room with a single chair facing the window. Outside, the forest is visible, twisted branches silhouetted against a silvery sky. You sit, the chair creaking softly under your weight. For a moment, the house is silent. Then a soft voice, almost a breath, whispers. Stay a while. You lean back, eyes closing. The quiet is heavy but not unwelcome. The house is not just a place. It's a keeper of stories, a guardian of memories. And tonight, you are part of its endless tale. You rise from the chair and walk slowly back into the hallway. The air is thick with a gentle stillness, broken only by the faint ticking of a clock somewhere deep within the walls. As you pass one of the doors, you notice it slightly cracked open. Peering inside, you see a tall mirror framed in dark wood, its surface clouded with age. Drawn by some unseen force, you step inside and face the mirror. Your reflection looks back. But something's not quite right. The room behind you in the glass isn't the one you stand in. It's darker, filled with shadows that move and flicker at the edges. You blink, and your reflection smiles, a slow, sad smile that doesn't match your own. Do you see us? The mirror whispers. Your breath catches. You reach out a trembling hand, fingertips grazing the cool glass. For a moment, you feel a pull, like the mirror is a window, not a barrier. Then the smile fades. Your reflection returns to normal. You step back, heart pounding. Behind you, a soft creak echoes. The door to the hallway closes gently. The house watches, waits, remembers. You are no longer a visitor. You are a part of it. The hallway feels quieter now, almost too quiet. Your footsteps echo softly on the worn floorboards as you move away from the mirror room, but beneath your own steps, you think you hear something else, a faint tapping, like light footsteps trailing just behind you. You stop and listen. Nothing but your breath, steady and calm. You take a cautious step forward. The tapping grows louder, rhythmic but distant, as if coming from far down the corridor. You glance behind you. The hallway stretches empty and still. A soft breeze brushes past your cheek, cold and fleeting. Ahead, a door stands slightly ajar, light spilling out in a narrow beam. You approach slowly and peer inside. The room is filled with rows of empty chairs facing a small stage. The air smells of old velvet and dust. A lone figure sits on the stage, a man in a dark suit, his face turned away. You call out gently, "Hello." The figure turns slowly. His eyes are hollow, dark wells that seem to pull the light in. He smiles, but it doesn't reach his eyes. "Welcome," he says softly. "We've been waiting." Your heart beats faster, but the voice is calm, almost soothing. You realize the house is full of waiting for stories to be told, for memories to be shared, for loneliness to be filled. The man gestures toward a chair. "Sit," he says. "Stay a while." You move toward the chair on the stage, the wood worn smooth by countless others who must have sat before you. The man watches silently, his hollow eyes never leaving yours. As you settle into the seat, a warmth spreads from the chair, gentle and slow, like a quiet welcome. Around you, the room seems to breathe, the dust particles catching the light like tiny stars. Slowly, other figures begin to emerge from the shadows, some indistinct, blurred at the edges, others clearer, each with faces that hold stories you cannot yet hear. A woman steps forward, her eyes soft but filled with a deep sadness. She smiles faintly and whispers, "We were lost, until the house found us." A child, no older than the one from the nursery, holds out a small hand, inviting you to join their silent circle. The man on the stage speaks again, voice barely above a whisper, "This is the place where time folds, where memories become walls, and where loneliness becomes company." You feel a strange peace settle over you, not cold or frightening, but bittersweet, like the last breath of a long dream. The house waits for you to stay, to remember, to belong. You close your eyes, the whispers turning into a soft lullaby. And the house waits. The lullaby drifts through the room, soft and haunting, wrapping around you like a gentle fog. The figures around you begin to sway, their forms flickering between clarity and shadow. The woman's voice joins in, delicate and warm. Close your eyes, rest your head. The house holds all the dead. Safe within these whispered walls, where no one ever falls. The child's small hand lingers in yours, cool but steady, grounding you. You feel the pull of sleep tugging gently, the house's breath sinking with your own. The man's voice echoes softly in your mind. Here, you are never alone. A sudden breeze stirs the candle flames, causing the shadows to dance wildly before settling back into quiet stillness. The lullaby fades into silence, leaving only the steady tick of the old clock somewhere nearby. You close your eyes fully now, the house's presence a warm embrace against the creeping chill of the night. Outside, the wind sighs through the trees, but inside, the house waits, patient, eternal, and quietly alive. When you open your eyes, the figures have faded away, leaving the room empty except for the faint glow of candlelight. You stand slowly, the chair's warmth lingering like a fading memory. The door across from the stage, which had been unnoticed before, now stands wide open, a dark passage beckoning. Curiosity guides your steps as you cross the threshold into the narrow corridor beyond. The air grows cooler, heavy with the scent of old paper and dust. At the end of the corridor, a small door is set into the wall, carved with intricate patterns that seem to shimmer in the candlelight. You push the door open and step inside. The room is a small library, shelves packed with books of every size and age. Many are bound in cracked leather, their titles faded or written in languages you don't recognize. A large, ancient tome lies open on a reading table, its pages yellowed and brittle. You lean in to read. The Ho. Essie remembers all who dwell within it. Each visitor becomes a part of the tapestry, woven into its endless story, held forever by its walls. A sudden chill brushes past you. From the shadows, a whisper. Will you stay? The question hangs in the air, gentle but insistent. You feel the house's patient pull, the invitation to become part of its eternal embrace. The whispered question lingers in your ears as you close the ancient tome gently, careful not to damage its fragile pages. The candle flickers, casting shadows that stretch and twist, almost like reaching hands. You feel a warmth spreading from the walls, a soft, steady pulse, like a heartbeat syncing with your own. A voice, barely more than a breath, brushes past your ear. Stay. Stay with us. You look around the room, but see no one. Yet the feeling of being watched is comforting, like a blanket wrapped tight. The bookshelves seem to pulse with stories, countless lives, memories, and secrets folded between their pages. You run your fingers along the spines, feeling the textures of leather, cloth, and paper. The room hums with quiet life. A small wooden box on the table catches your eye. It's locked, but something about it draws you near. You lift it carefully, the lock clicking open as if by unseen hands. Inside, a delicate silver key rests on a bed of velvet. You hold it in your palm, cool and smooth. A sudden thought: what door does this key open? And will turning it be your choice, or the house's? The air grows still, the house waiting for your answer. The silver key feels heavy in your hand, its cool metal shining faintly in the candlelight. You rise from the chair, senses alert yet calm, as if the house itself is guiding you. You wander the hallway slowly, searching for a door that matches the key's delicate shape. Each door you pass feels heavier, more significant, as though holding secrets of its own. Finally, you find it. A narrow door tucked away at the end of a dim corridor, its lock ornate and worn. With a steady breath, you insert the key and turn. The lock clicks softly, and the door swings open to reveal a small, dim room filled with soft light, like dawn breaking slowly. Inside, a single window looks out over the twisted forest, its branches swaying gently. A wooden table holds a faded photograph, a family smiling, frozen in a moment long past. Behind you, the door closes quietly. You realize the house has led you here, to this moment, offering a glimpse of a life once lived, a story waiting to be remembered. The warmth in your chest deepens, a quiet peace folding around you like a gentle tide. The house waits. And you have chosen to stay. You sit by the window, the faded photograph resting softly in your hands. Outside, the forest sways in a slow dance beneath the pale moonlight, its shadows weaving silent stories on the glass. The room is quiet, but it hums with the gentle pulse of memories. The lives once lived here, now threads in the fabric of the house. A soft breeze stirs, carrying the faint scent of lavender and old books. The air feels warm despite the chill outside, wrapping around you like a comforting embrace. From the shadows, a whisper rises, barely audible but clear. Rest now. You are safe. Your eyes grow heavy, the world blurring at the edges. The house breathes with you, slow and steady, a heartbeat in the dark. Outside, the wind sighs softly through the trees, but inside, the house waits, patient, eternal, and quietly alive. Sleep comes gently, wrapped in the house's endless lullaby. Sleep wraps around you like a soft cloak, and the house hums quietly, its walls alive with whispers just beyond hearing. In your dreams, the rooms shift and change, a flowing maze of light and shadow. You walk through halls that stretch forever, where doors open to memories both yours and those you've never lived. You see faces in the mist. Children laughing softly, a mother's gentle smile, a man's steady gaze. Voices murmur stories of love and loss, of waiting and belonging. The house cradles you in its timeless embrace, a guardian of dreams and secrets. As dawn's first light touches the windows, you awaken slowly, feeling the house's quiet presence still near. You are part of its story now, a chapter in the endless book of the house that waits. You awaken to a pale light filtering softly through the window, the room still wrapped in the hushed calm of early morning. The house feels different now, not cold or eerie, but like an old friend watching patiently. The air smells faintly of lavender and old paper, mingling with the fresh scent of dew from outside. As you rise, the wooden floor creaks gently beneath your feet, the familiar rhythm grounding you. You walk slowly back through the corridor, the portraits on the walls seeming less distant, more like silent companions. The house is waking, stretching its ancient limbs, ready to hold stories anew. Outside, the forest sways softly in the morning breeze, branches casting gentle shadows on the ground. You pause at the door, hand resting lightly on the frame. The house waits, patient, timeless, and quietly alive. And you know, somewhere deep inside, that this is where you belong. As the morning light fills the hallway, you move with ease through the house, each step soft and deliberate. The air feels warmer now, touched by the sun's early rays. You find yourself drawn again to the portrait gallery, where the faces no longer watch with sorrow but with a quiet recognition, as if welcoming you home. Near the end of the hall, a small door you hadn't noticed before stands open, revealing a room bathed in golden light. Inside, a fireplace crackles softly, flames dancing without heat. The scent of cinnamon and pine fills the air. You sit by the hearth, feeling a gentle comfort settle over you. In the flickering light, you see shadows move, not threatening, but familiar, like memories waking from a long sleep. A voice, warm and soft, whispers. "We remember you. You belong." You close your eyes, letting the warmth wash over you. The house waits, as always, quiet, patient, eternal. As evening falls, the house settles into a hushed calm. The windows glow softly with the fading light, and shadows stretch long along the wooden floors. You wander through the rooms, each one holding the quiet breath of forgotten stories. In the dining room, the table is set for a meal that never came. Silverware gleams faintly, and crystal glasses catch the last rays of the sun. A faint melody drifts from somewhere, a slow, gentle tune played on a piano long silent. You follow the sound to the music room, where dust motes dance in the fading light. The piano keys move slowly, as if touched by unseen hands, filling the room with a song both sad and sweet. You sit and listen, letting the music wash over you like a lullaby. The house waits, patient and eternal, its stories unfolding slowly like the turning of a page. The piano's melody fades softly into the evening air, leaving a gentle stillness in its wake. You rise and move toward the hallway, where the shadows lengthen and deepen, their edges flickering like whispered secrets. As you walk, the walls seem to hum faintly, a song beneath the silence. A soft whisper follows you, too quiet to catch, but comforting nonetheless. You pause near a window, watching the night settle over the forest. Stars twinkle faintly through the branches, their light fragile but steady. The house breathes with you, a slow rhythm in the dark. You feel the presence of those who came before, their stories folded into the very air. A gentle voice murmurs. "You are not alone." You smile softly, the house's embrace warm and endless. The whisper fades as you move down the corridor, the soft creak of your footsteps mingling with the quiet song of the house. You find yourself before a door you've never seen, its surface worn and smooth, carved with a delicate pattern of intertwined vines. Your fingers trace the design, feeling a warmth beneath the cold wood. With a slow breath, you push the door open. Inside is a small chamber bathed in soft light, where a single candle burns on a stone altar. On the altar rests a small book bound in faded leather. You open it carefully and find pages filled with gentle words, promises whispered by those who came before. Here, you are safe. Here, you are remembered. Here, you belong. The house's voice is quiet but certain, wrapping around you like a gentle promise. You close the book and feel a peaceful calm settle deep inside you. The house waits, patient and eternal. And you know, somehow, you will never be alone. As you leave the chamber, the candle extinguishes itself with a gentle sigh, the smoke curling like a whispered farewell. Back in the hallway, the silence has deepened. You follow it, guided not by sight but by a feeling, the sensation of something calling you gently from below. A hatch beneath a faded rug creaks under your foot. You lift it slowly, revealing a narrow staircase descending into soft darkness. The steps are cool beneath your fingers as you descend. The air smells of damp earth and old stone, but not unpleasant, more like a place kept carefully still. Below, a long tunnel opens before you, lined with faded wallpaper and dusty light fixtures that blink dimly to life as you pass. At the far end, another door, this one iron, with a heavy handle. You hesitate only a moment before opening it. Inside, a vast room, round and warm, its walls lined with shelves full of trinkets, handwritten notes, and glass jars filled with quiet light. Each jar pulses softly, like a heartbeat. Memories. You know that without needing to ask. The house keeps them safe here, memories too gentle to be lost, too lonely to be forgotten. Your fingers brush one jar. A warm pulse meets your touch. Laughter. A memory not your own, two children running through a garden in sunlight. You smile. The house shares what it can. And asks for nothing in return. You remain in the circular room, the jars casting their soft, pulsing glow over the walls. Each one flickers at a different rhythm, like 1,000 quiet heartbeats echoing through time. You move gently between the shelves, reading the names etched into brass plates beneath each jar. Some are names you've never heard. Others feel oddly familiar, as though from a dream you once had as a child, or a name spoken only once in passing. There is a small wooden bench in the center of the room, and you sit there, the silence pressing softly all around you. Not heavy, just full. You pick up a jar. The glow within is golden and slow. You close your eyes and let it rest in your palms. A memory slips into your mind, a woman standing at a stove, humming softly as she stirs a pot. The smell of warm spices, the ticking of a clock. Rain pattering against a window. Comfort. Belonging. You feel tears prick your eyes, not sadness, but the kind of tenderness that rises unexpectedly when you feel truly safe. The memory fades, but the warmth lingers. You place the jar back carefully and stand. A narrow passage behind the shelves draws your attention now, a doorway hidden by time, barely wide enough for you to pass through. You duck inside, brushing against cobwebs, and the air cools again. The house shifts. Not threatening. Just changing. As if responding to your movement. This part, you know, is deeper. Older. The walls here are not lined with shelves, but roots, thick and winding, pulsing faintly like veins. And still, the house waits. You walk carefully now, one hand brushing the wall of tangled roots. They're warm to the touch, almost like skin stretched over a slow, steady breath. The house breathes. You can feel it here more clearly than ever before. The air is damp, rich with the scent of soil and time. There is no sound but your own soft footsteps, and yet you do not feel alone. A small light pulses ahead, not from a jar, but something buried just beneath the roots. You kneel, gently parting the strands, and uncover a crystal the size of your palm. It glows with a low red light, warm as embers in a dying hearth. The moment your fingers graze it, a voice fills the space around you. Not frightening, more like an old story remembered aloud. Long ago, we came here to rest. One by one. Not to escape, but to remember. The house remembers for us. It waits. It listens. The voice fades, and the root wall shivers, gently closing back around the stone. You rise and continue down the winding corridor, where the roots grow thicker, their patterns weaving symbols into the very walls. The tunnel opens at last into a chamber where the floor is covered in still water, mirror flat. Strange silver branches grow from the ceiling above, their reflections below forming perfect, rippling arches. In the center, a single wooden chair faces away from you. You approach, each step slow and deliberate. A figure sits there. Still. Silent. Waiting. You stop just short of the water's edge, gazing at the back of the wooden chair. The figure seated there is motionless, draped in a soft, gray shawl that shifts ever so slightly with the house's breath. You listen. No sound but your own heart, beating in quiet rhythm with the room. Then, slowly, the figure moves. Their head tilts to one side, acknowledging you without turning. You feel no fear, only a deep calm, like finding something you hadn't realized you'd lost. The figure speaks, voice as soft as settling dust. You've come far. Most don't. Most wander. But you listen. You say nothing, unsure if words are needed here. The figure raises one hand and gestures to the space beside them. A second chair now stands next to the first. You didn't see it before. You step carefully into the water. It is only ankle deep, cool but not cold. Each ripple you make fades behind you, leaving perfect stillness in your wake. You sit. The figure turns toward you at last, an old face, neither man nor woman, with eyes that reflect candlelight and memory. They smile gently. Do you know what this house is? They ask. You shake your head. They look up toward the silver branches above, glowing in the dark. It's where stories sleep. All the ones forgotten. All the ones unfinished. You're part of it now. Their gaze settles on you once more, kind and endless. Would you like to stay? And you understand, truly understand, that staying doesn't mean being trapped. It means becoming part of something greater. A memory held, never lost. You sit in stillness beside the watcher, the water below catching the silver light like scattered stars. They do not press for your answer. The question hangs there, timeless, weightless, as if the house already knows your heart. You close your eyes. And in the quiet, you listen. There is a pulse beneath everything. Not just in the roots, or the walls, or the drifting candlelight, but in yourself. As though some small part of you has always belonged here, waiting to be remembered. Stay. The word is not spoken, but it fills the air. Gentle. Unafraid. Like an open hand. You open your eyes and nod. The watcher smiles once more, not pleased, not triumphant, but peaceful. Then you may go deeper. They rise, their feet not disturbing the water, and begin walking toward the far side of the chamber. A doorway forms there in the stone, not carved, but grown, as if the roots themselves parted to reveal it. You follow. The air shifts again beyond the door. Warmer, thicker, almost like velvet. Faint golden lights drift lazily through the hallway, as if caught in a current you can't feel. You pass portraits here too, but not painted. They are made of light and shadow, moving gently, memories playing over and over. A child spinning in a field. A man waiting at a window. A woman whispering to a tree. Each one greets you with a flicker, as if aware of your presence. You are becoming part of the house. Not consumed by it. Not imprisoned. But held. Like the others. And you walk onward, deeper still. The hallway narrows as you walk, and the lights floating in the air begin to hum, not with noise, but with presence. Each one seems to vibrate with a memory too delicate to speak. Ahead, the corridor opens into a round chamber lined with mirrors, tall, old, framed in carved wood and dark metal. The mirrors are not reflections. They show other rooms. Some you've never seen, some you've passed through already, but in each, you are present. A version of you. One walks through the music room, stopping to rest a hand on the piano. Another sleeps by the fire, wrapped in a wool blanket, breathing slowly. In one mirror, you stand before the watcher, but it is not the moment that just passed. It's years from now. You are older. Your hair grayer. Your face soft and content. You touch the glass. The reflection smiles. And slowly, the smile fades, but the warmth lingers in your chest. The mirrors do not lie. They do not predict. They remember futures, as the house understands time, layered and slow, turning like pages in a book with no final chapter. You leave the hall of echoes through a velvet curtain that parts before you. On the other side, a spiral staircase winds downward, lit by floating candles. Each step is wrapped in silence, and with each turn, the light grows dimmer, softer, like falling into sleep. At the bottom, the door is waiting, ancient and carved with roots, stars, and open hands. No key. No lock. Just the soft wood and the knowledge that what lies beyond is not an end, but a beginning within. You stand before the ancient door, its carvings almost alive in the candlelight, the roots seeming to move ever so slightly, curling around the stars and open hands like veins drawn through old skin. Your palm presses against the surface. The wood is warm, pulsing faintly beneath your fingers. It does not creak when it opens. It simply yields. Beyond it is a vast, circular room, impossibly large, the kind that feels more like a memory than a place. The floor is soft earth, covered in moss that glows with a pale blue light. The ceiling is not stone or wood, but open sky, black and endless, dotted with slow-turning constellations that feel familiar. At the center stands a tree. Its trunk is wide and knotted with age, its bark silvered and smooth like bone polished by time. Its branches spread outward and upward, but no leaves grow there, only light. Tiny, floating orbs of light hang from the limbs like fruit, glowing softly in colors you've never seen before but understand anyway. This is the root heart. The center of the house. The memory beneath the memory. You step into the chamber. The air here is thick with presence, like walking into a cathedral made from time itself. And as you approach the tree, the lights begin to respond. Gently swaying. Softly pulsing. Acknowledging you. Accepting you. One orb drifts downward, hovering just before your chest. You hold out your hands. It lands there. And enters. Not painfully. Not with force. But with stillness. You see a memory. Your own. But forgotten. You, as a child, staring out the window on a rainy day. The shape of a book in your lap. The sound of wind in the trees. And the gentle longing to be somewhere you couldn't yet name. Now you know. You were always walking toward this house. Even then. You stand before the root heart, the orb of memory now fully dissolved into your chest. Not as a possession, but as a return. It was never missing. Just waiting. The tree shifts, subtly. Its branches creak like ancient limbs stretching after centuries of stillness. You feel the change before you see it, a warmth settling into your bones, a sensation like being wrapped in something older than time. The other orbs begin to drift downward. Circling slowly. Not threatening. Curious. Each one contains a piece, not just of your memory, but of others who came before. You see them. A girl building a tiny house out of stones and moss. A man whispering secrets into a fire. An old woman stitching names into a quilt made of starlight. A child humming to themselves in a room of endless mirrors. They pass before you like a dream parade, not to be analyzed, not even to be fully understood. Only felt. The house doesn't ask questions. It doesn't need answers. It simply holds what the world forgets. You walk to the base of the tree and place a hand on the trunk. It's warm and steady, like the back of a sleeping animal. The bark parts beneath your touch, not breaking, but welcoming. A small hollow opens, shaped perfectly for what you carry. But you're not sure what that is. Not yet. You reach inside your coat, and there, in your pocket, rests something you didn't put there. A simple, smooth stone. On it. A word carved in old, curling script. You trace the letters. It says, "Stay." You place the stone into the hollow, and the tree sighs. Not with exhaustion. With relief. One of its lights dims, just slightly. Not lost. Joined. You step back. And the chamber begins to shift again, roots curling upward, drawing you into a circle of slow, eternal night. But you're not afraid. The house has always been breathing you in. And now, it holds you fully. The tree no longer moves. Not because it is finished, but because it is settled. Its roots curl gently around the stone you placed, drawing it deeper into the soil, where memory and meaning are the same. You sit at the base of the trunk, and the moss beneath you is soft, cradling you like a blanket folded by unseen hands. The ceiling above, that vast sky, begins to shift. Not quickly. Slowly. As if stars are exhaling. They rearrange themselves into symbols you don't understand, but they calm you. Each shape, each flickering constellation, feels like a lullaby written in light. You rest your head against the tree and close your eyes. You don't sleep. Not yet. But your breath slows. The house slows with it. And then, footsteps. Soft. Bare. Familiar. You open your eyes just a little, and through the silver branches, you see someone approaching. It's you. Not quite you, but a version, younger, maybe. Or older. It's hard to tell. They smile and sit beside you without a word. You lean against each other. Like you've done this before. Like it's always been waiting to happen. And the root heart accepts you both. The lights hanging from the branches dim slightly, casting long, slow shadows across the chamber. You don't speak. There's no need. The house understands silence. The version of you beside you begins to hum, a tune you've never heard but somehow know. It's the same melody the wind used to sing outside your childhood window. The sound of night. The sound of memory. The sound of the house. You stay beneath the root heart, the hum of your other self still winding through the air, low and warm, a sound like blankets and rain and distant lullabies. The house is utterly still now. Not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of completion. Of breath held between dreams. You and your shadow self, or maybe your mirror self, remain side by side, not speaking, not needing to. You are two halves of a thought too large to carry alone. Eventually, the other you stands, brushing moss from their lap, and offers a hand. You take it. The moment your fingers touch, the chamber around you fades. Not vanishes, fades, like colors sinking into dusk. Now you're standing in another room. A small, round one, like the inside of a pocket or a curled hand. There are no lights here. Yet you can see. Books line the walls, hundreds of them. No titles on their spines, just soft, textured covers in every shade of night. One sits open on a pedestal in the middle of the room. You approach and look down. It is blank. At first. Then ink begins to rise from the page, curling and looping like smoke until it forms words. Here is where you may rest. You feel something settle deep within your chest. A sigh, maybe. A memory. A release. The other you steps forward and places their palm flat on the page. The book glows faintly. You do the same. Another sigh, this one not from you. From the house. A page turns. A blank one again. Waiting. For what you choose to write in dreams. The open book before you seems to breathe beneath your fingertips, the blank page shimmering softly, waiting for your story to begin. The room hums with quiet anticipation, like the moment just before sleep fully takes you. You close your eyes and breathe deeply. A thought begins to form, gentle and slow, like a thread weaving through the air. You imagine a story, not one of fear, but of comfort. Of warmth. Of safe places. The ink flows onto the page, forming letters, words, sentences, all written in a handwriting that feels both yours and not yours. The book glows softly, its light pulsing in time with your heartbeat. You glance around the room, feeling the presence of every other story that came before you, silent, watching, waiting to be joined. The other you smiles warmly and nods. Together, you close the book. The walls shimmer, the books fade into mist, and the room dissolves into a soft twilight. You find yourself back beneath the root heart tree. The two of you sit quietly again. The hum of the house is a lullaby now. You feel yourself growing heavier, softer, as if the very air wraps you in a gentle embrace. Your eyes flutter closed. The last thing you hear is the soft rustle of leaves, the house breathing you into sleep. Your eyelids grow heavy, the quiet lullaby of the house wrapping around you like a soft blanket. The root heart tree's gentle glow dims to a whisper, and the branches seem to sway in time with your slowing breath. The other you rests their head on your shoulder, steady and warm. There is no fear here. No rush. Just endless calm. The house hums softly, a song without words, a melody older than time itself. The room fades into a gentle twilight, like the moment just before dawn. You feel yourself drifting deeper, the weight of the day melting away. The walls around you dissolve into soft shadows, the roots breathing one last slow sigh. And then, you are held. Not by walls or rooms, but by something far older. A stillness. A promise. The house that waits is waiting no longer. Because now, you sleep. You drift in the soft embrace of the house's breath, weightless and calm. There is no time here. No beginning. No end. Only the slow pulse of quiet. Your thoughts blur and melt into the shadows, becoming part of the house's endless story. Dreams weave through the silence. Gentle shapes, soft colors, memories you never knew you had. You feel the warmth of the root heart in your chest, steady and slow. The other you is gone now, but you are never alone. The house holds you, cradles you, keeps you safe. In this quiet dream, you are home. And as the stars above shimmer and turn, you sink deeper. Deeper into the peace you found. Time stretches thin, like silk unraveling slowly in the dark. You feel neither awake nor asleep, simply between, floating in a space where everything is gentle and slow. The house's walls hum quietly, a lullaby woven from roots, stone, and forgotten memories. Around you, the faint glow of countless lights flickers like distant fireflies, each one a story waiting to be told. You reach out, and one light drifts toward your hand, warm and soft as a whispered secret. It pulses once, twice, then settles, becoming part of you. You realize these lights are not just memories. They are the dreams of everyone who has ever found this place. And now, you are part of the endless night they share. The house breathes with you, slow and steady. Safe. Still. Complete. And you float there, wrapped in its quiet embrace, until all that remains is the soft, fading sound of your own heartbeat. The glow around you dims to a faint shimmer, like the last flicker of a candle before sleep claims the night. You feel the gentle pull of rest, the invitation to surrender fully to the quiet. In this space between waking and dreaming, your breath slows, your thoughts soften. The house hums softly, a sound like old wood settling, like distant rain falling on leaves. A single light floats toward you, warmer now, pulsing gently like a heartbeat. It nestles into your palm, and you feel a calm wash over you, like a wave of silk and shadow. You close your eyes, the light fading softly as your mind slips deeper. There is no fear. Only peace. Only the gentle promise that you are safe here. That you are held. That the house waits, always, for you. You rest there, cradled by silence and shadow, feeling the warmth of the fading light in your palm. The house breathes slowly around you, a steady rhythm like the quiet beating of a heart. The air is cool but comforting, like the touch of an old friend's hand. A faint breeze stirs the silver branches overhead, carrying the scent of moss and rain. You sense the house's quiet farewell, not an ending, but a gentle pause, a promise of return. Your eyes flutter closed as the shadows deepen and fold around you like a soft cloak. You are neither here nor gone, simply held in the slow pulse of the night. The world outside fades, leaving only the slow, endless heartbeat of the house. And in that heartbeat, you find rest. The shadows around you grow deeper, folding gently like fabric closing over a wound. The warmth in your palm fades slowly, blending with the soft darkness. You breathe in the scent of earth and rain, feeling the quiet settle deep within your chest. The house holds you in its embrace, timeless and patient. There are no words here. No need for noise. Just silence. A silence that speaks louder than anything else, the language of rest, of letting go. Your breath slows. Your thoughts grow distant, drifting like leaves on a slow river. You feel the last flicker of wakefulness dim and fade. And then, only stillness. Only peace. Only the house. The silence deepens, wrapping around you like a gentle shroud. The air feels thick with dreams yet to be dreamed, and yet you feel lighter than ever, as if you are becoming one with the quiet itself. A faint whisper brushes past your ear, a sound without words but full of meaning. It carries the house's final gift, a blessing of rest, of surrender, of peace. You feel yourself fading gently into the soft dark, the boundaries between you and the house dissolving. No fear. No regret. Only the slow, endless breath of the night. And as your eyes close fully, the last flicker of light fades softly away. You sleep. You have slipped beyond the thin veil where wakefulness fades and dreams begin. The house is no longer a place you stand inside, but a presence that flows through you, slow, soft, eternal. Around you, the air is thick with silence that sings. No walls. No doors. Just endless, peaceful space. You float, weightless, carried by currents of gentle shadows and pale light. The slow heartbeat of the house pulses in time with your own. You are part of this quiet now, a single note in an infinite lullaby. There is nothing to fear here. Only the soft embrace of the endless night. And you drift. You drift effortlessly through the quiet, carried on a slow river of shadow and light. The house is everywhere and nowhere, a presence felt in every breath, every heartbeat. The river flows softly, winding through memories and dreams you can almost reach. Shapes shimmer beneath the surface, faces, places, moments of comfort and wonder. You reach out, but they slip through your fingers like mist. There is no need to grasp. The river carries you gently onward. Slowly, softly. The night deepens. And you float, embraced by the endless calm. The river's current guides you deeper into a realm of quiet whispers. Shadows drift alongside you, murmuring secrets you almost understand. Their voices are soft, a language woven from sighs and dreams. One shadow lingers closer, its presence warm and gentle. It does not speak, but you feel its kindness. Together, you float beneath a sky of soft twilight, where stars glow faintly like distant lanterns. The whispering shadows surround you, weaving a cocoon of calm. You feel your breath slow even more, your heart beating steady and slow. Safe. Held. Drifting. The whispering shadows swirl slowly around you, wrapping you in a cloak of tender quiet. You feel a warmth growing within your chest, steady and soothing. It is the heartbeat of the house, a rhythm older than time itself. The soft twilight above deepens into a velvet night, scattered with countless stars. Each star pulses gently, a tiny beacon of calm and peace. You close your eyes, letting the quiet wash over you like a gentle wave. There is no rush. No need to move. Only the endless embrace of stillness. You float, cradled by shadow and light, drifting ever deeper into sleep. The stars above shimmer faintly, their light gentle and unhurried. You feel yourself dissolving into the quiet around you, becoming one with the gentle night. The warmth inside your chest pulses slowly, steady as the earth beneath. There is nothing to fear. Nothing to chase. Only the softest breath of the house holding you close. Your eyelids drift lower, heavier. The world blurs softly at the edges. You sink deeper into the slow rhythm of the night. And with one final, soft breath, you sleep. The night deepens around you, a velvet cloak woven from the softest shadows. The heartbeat in your chest slows, steady and sure, like the gentle drum of distant waves. You are wrapped in the house's calm embrace, every breath a quiet echo of peace. The world beyond fades into silence, leaving only the slow, endless rhythm of rest. You drift gently on this current of stillness, weightless and free. There is no past. No future. Only this perfect moment of calm. And you float there, endlessly, softly, safely. The calm deepens as shadows fold gently around you, like a quiet, endless night. A soft light glows faintly within the darkness, warm, steady, inviting. You reach toward it, feeling its gentle pulse in your hand. It's the light of the house itself, patient, eternal. You hold it close, and it fills you with a peace that hums softly through your bones. The shadows no longer feel cold or empty. They are a gentle cradle, a sanctuary in the endless night. You breathe slowly, feeling the light and dark entwined in a quiet dance. And you float there, resting in the warm hush of the house's heart. The light in your hand pulses gently, casting soft patterns across the endless dark. Around you, shadows sway slowly, not with haste, but with the deliberate grace of dancers in a quiet ballroom. They move with the rhythm of your breath, rising and falling in harmony. You close your eyes, feeling the slow dance wash over you, each movement a tender embrace. The house hums a low melody, one you feel more than hear, a song of rest and safety. In this dance of light and shadow, you are neither lost nor found. You simply are. Floating, breathing, resting. Held by the endless, gentle rhythm of the house. The dance of shadows continues, each movement slow and deliberate, like the space between heartbeats. The light in your hand fades to a gentle glow, a soft pulse matching your breath. The house's hum is a steady whisper, wrapping around you like a comforting breeze. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the quiet, the world narrowing to this gentle moment. There is nothing to do. No place to go. Only the stillness between thoughts, the calm between heartbeats. You rest there, weightless and warm, embraced by the endless night. And the house waits, patient, gentle, eternal. The quiet lingers, a tender thread weaving through the still air. The light in your hand dims to a flicker, then to a mere heartbeat of warmth. You feel the house's whispered promise, a vow of endless peace, of rest without end. The shadows fold around you like a gentle sigh. You breathe in the calm, slow and steady, sinking deeper into the warm embrace. There is no hurry here. No fear. Only the whispered promise of the house. And you drift. In the quiet, a presence lingers just beyond sight, not frightening, but calm and steady. It watches over you like an ancient guardian, patient and unhurried. The house breathes around you, each breath a gentle wave of comfort. You feel the silent watcher's calm pulse echo in your chest, steady and slow. No rush. No disturbance. Only the quiet promise of safety and rest. You drift deeper, held in the stillness of the house's embrace. The silent watcher fades gently into the shadows, leaving only a soft echo behind. The house's breath is slow and steady, a gentle pulse beneath the quiet. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the calm, the world narrowing to the soft beat of this moment. Light and shadow mingle quietly, folding over you like a gentle lullaby. Your breath slows, your heartbeat follows. You are safe. You are home. And the soft echo carries you onward, deeper into the night's embrace. The soft echo ripples outward, like gentle waves on a still sea. You feel yourself floating on this quiet tide, weightless and serene. The house's breath flows around you, a slow, endless rhythm of peace. Shadows and light blend seamlessly, creating a cocoon of calm that cradles you tenderly. There is no sound but the gentle pulse of rest itself. Your thoughts dissolve, drifting softly away like leaves carried on the tide. And you float, endlessly, gently, in the house's quiet embrace. You drift softly on the quiet tide, carried toward a gentle shore of shadow and light. The air here is thick with calm, each breath a tender caress against your skin. The house's presence hums quietly, a soft lullaby woven from roots, stone, and whispered memories. You step onto the shore, feeling the soft earth beneath your feet, warm and welcoming. No hurry. No expectation. Only the slow, endless peace of the house waiting patiently. You sink into the quiet earth, letting the stillness fill you from within. And as the tide pulls back, you are held. Safe. Still. Complete. The gentle shore stretches endlessly before you, bathed in the soft light of a quiet evening. The air is cool but soothing, carrying the faint scent of moss and rain. You breathe deeply, feeling the calm settle into your bones. The house's heartbeat echoes softly in the distance, a slow drum that matches your own. A single leaf drifts down, landing softly at your feet, a silent reminder of the peace that surrounds you. You close your eyes, letting the warmth of the evening wrap around you like a comforting blanket. There is nothing to fear here. Only rest. Only the endless, gentle night. The warm evening fades slowly into twilight, where shadows stretch long and soft. A gentle breeze stirs the leaves overhead, carrying whispers you almost hear, secrets shared only with the night. The house's heartbeat slows even more, a steady murmur beneath the quiet. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the stillness, your breath matching the gentle rhythm of the darkening sky. Around you, the stars begin to twinkle faintly, tiny sparks of calm in the vast night. The twilight wraps around you like a soft cloak, whispering promises of rest and peace. You close your eyes, the last light fading softly, and drift ever deeper into the house's gentle embrace. The stars shimmer faintly, a silent chorus of light in the vast darkness. Beneath you, the house's heartbeat pulse. Steadily, a slow, comforting drum beneath the stillness. You feel it deep within your chest, steady and sure, a quiet reminder that you are held. The shadows around you thicken softly, wrapping you in their gentle folds. There is no rush. No sound but the steady beat beneath you. You breathe deeply, sinking further into the calm. The house waits patiently, endless and kind. And you are safe. The steady heartbeat beneath you slows further, matching the deepening calm in your chest. The night air feels soft and cool against your skin, carrying the scent of earth and rain. You inhale slowly, the breath long and steady, filling you with peace. The house's quiet presence surrounds you like a warm cloak, holding you safe and still. Around you, shadows ripple gently, moving like slow waves in a calm sea. Your thoughts drift softly, like leaves floating downstream. You are weightless, carried on the slow breath of the night. And you drift. The night holds you close, a gentle embrace woven from shadow and light. The slow breath of the house pulses beneath you, steady and unending. The stars above flicker softly, like distant lanterns guiding you toward rest. You feel yourself drifting further into the quiet, the world around you fading softly. There is a whispered goodbye, not a farewell, but a promise to always wait. The house's gentle watch will never end. You close your eyes, the last traces of wakefulness slipping away. And you sleep, deeply, calmly, endlessly. The quiet deepens as the night folds gently around you. The house's breath slows to a whisper, a tender murmur in the stillness. You feel the warmth of the closing door, a soft click that signals rest has arrived. The shadows gather close, wrapping you in their gentle embrace. There is nothing left to do, no place left to be. Only this moment, soft and complete. You drift softly beyond the edge of dreams. And the house waits. The house settles into stillness, its heartbeat now a gentle murmur fading into the night. A faint glow stirs on the horizon, the last light before dawn. It bathes the shadows in soft hues of pale gold and lavender, a quiet promise of a new beginning. You feel the warmth of that light within you, a gentle ember glowing in the quiet. No fear lingers here, only peace, deep and endless. You breathe in the dawn's soft breath, letting it fill every part of you. And with a final sigh, you slip fully into rest. The last light fades slowly, replaced by the soft hues of early morning. A quiet breeze stirs the air, carrying the gentle whispers of the house's breath. You feel yourself still wrapped in its calm embrace, safe and warm. The world feels distant now, softened by the haze of dreams. Your thoughts drift slowly, unhurried, as the new day waits just beyond the horizon. You float between night and dawn, caught in the gentle pause where all is still. And the house waits, patient and eternal, ready to welcome you whenever you return. The morning whispers fade into a soft silence, like the last note of a lullaby. The house holds you gently, its calm presence a steady anchor. You feel the slow warmth of dawn spreading through your being. The world beyond waits patiently, but for now, you remain wrapped in quiet peace. Your breath is steady, your heart calm. You are still part of the house's endless embrace, drifting softly between dreams and waking. And the gentle beginning carries you onward, slow and sure. The gentle beginning stretches outward, unfolding like a vast, calm horizon. Light and shadow blend softly, painting the sky with hues of quiet promise. You feel yourself floating on the edge of forever, weightless and unbound. The house's heartbeat is a distant drum, steady and slow, grounding you in this endless moment. There is no rush. No need to reach or grasp. Only the vast calm that holds you gently, like a soft tide washing over your soul. You drift farther, carried by the endless horizon's quiet embrace. And the house waits, always patient, always kind. The endless horizon fades into a silent grove, where ancient trees stand tall and still. Their branches sway gently, whispering secrets in a language you almost understand. The air is thick with calm, the soft rustle of leaves a soothing song. You step lightly among the roots, feeling the earth's steady pulse beneath your feet. The house's quiet heartbeat echoes softly through the grove, a gentle rhythm guiding you onward. Here, time slows to a peaceful crawl, each moment stretching like the slow dance of shadows. You breathe deeply, feeling the grove's stillness seep into your bones. And the house waits, a silent guardian in this endless forest of calm. The silent grove deepens as twilight settles softly among the trees. Shadows stretch and blend, weaving a tapestry of quiet hues. Deep blues, soft purples, and gentle grays. The air cools, carrying the faint scent of damp earth and moss. You hear the soft murmur of leaves, like a distant lullaby sung by the forest itself. The house's heartbeat pulses faintly, a warm reminder of the calm waiting just beyond. You move slowly through the twilight grove, each step measured and unhurried. The world grows quieter still, a gentle hush falling over everything. And in this hush, you feel the house's patient watch, a promise that peace is never far. The twilight deepens into night, folding the grove in its dark, gentle arms. Stars peek shyly through the canopy, casting faint pinpricks of light on the soft earth. The air hums quietly with the breath of the house, slow and steady like a lullaby. You settle beneath the ancient trees, feeling their steady presence wrap around you like a warm blanket. The night's embrace is calm and unyielding, a quiet sanctuary from all restlessness. Your thoughts slow, drifting away like leaves on a gentle stream. And the house waits, eternal and kind, holding you softly in its endless night. The night deepens around you, a velvet curtain woven from shadow and silence. The stars above twinkle faintly, their light a soft pulse in the vast darkness. You feel the silent watch of the house, ever patient, ever calm. Its heartbeat slows to a tender murmur, echoing through the stillness like a quiet lullaby. The air is cool and comforting, wrapping you in a cocoon of gentle peace. You breathe slowly, sinking deeper into the calm embrace. And the house waits, silent and steady, cradling you through the long, quiet night. The silent watch stretches endlessly, the night wrapped in calm and quiet. Stars shimmer gently, their light soft as a lullaby sung from the sky. The house's heartbeat is a slow, steady drum beneath the stillness. You feel yourself drifting farther into the endless night, weightless and free. The darkness is no longer empty, but filled with the gentle presence of rest. Your breath flows slow and deep, matching the quiet rhythm around you. And the house waits, patient, kind, eternal. The endless night begins to soften, the shadows blending into one another like a fading dream. A gentle warmth spreads through the air, wrapping you in a final embrace of quiet and peace. The house's heartbeat slows to a whisper, a tender farewell that promises rest without end. You feel yourself sinking deeper, weightless and calm, as the last light flickers softly. There is no fear here. No hurry. Only the gentle breath of the house carrying you into sleep's softest depths. And the house waits, always. In the deepest calm, a faint light glimmers softly, barely there but steady. It dances gently through the shadows, a quiet beacon of peace. The house's breath is slow and steady, like the pulse of a dream settling in. You feel the quiet light wrapping around you, a gentle embrace of warmth and stillness. Every breath you take is calm and deep, flowing with the house's endless rhythm. There is no rush, no fear, only the quiet promise of rest. And as the light glows softly, you drift further into the peaceful night. The quiet light fades slowly as a soft wind stirs through the stillness. It moves like a tender sigh, brushing past your skin with delicate fingers. The house listens quietly, its heartbeat a slow, steady song beneath the night. The whispering wind carries a gentle promise, of safety, of peace, of endless rest. You close your eyes, letting the wind wrap around you like a soothing cloak. Your breath slows, your mind quiets, and you drift deeper into the house's calm embrace. The whispering wind fades into silence, replaced by the steady pulse beneath you. It's a quiet rhythm, slow and sure, the house's heartbeat, a gentle drum of calm. You feel the pulse resonate deep within, syncing with your own steady breath. Each beat carries you further into the night's soft embrace. The shadows around you ripple gently, like slow waves on a calm sea. There is nothing to fear here. Only the endless pulse of peace and rest. And the house waits, patient, kind, eternal. The endless pulse fades into a gentle current, a slow river flowing beneath the moon's soft glow. The water moves quietly, carrying whispers of peace and calm along its path. You drift softly on the river's surface, weightless and free. The house's heartbeat is a faint echo in the distance, steady and warm. The moonlight filters through the trees, casting shimmering patterns that dance gently around you. You breathe deeply, feeling the river's cool calm seep into your skin and soul. And the house waits, watching over you like the silent stars above. The moonlit river carries you softly, its current slow and steady like a gentle lullaby. Around you, the night breathes in quiet rhythms, the rustle of leaves, the distant call of night birds. The house's heartbeat fades into the background, a subtle pulse beneath the river's flow. You feel the cool water lap gently against your skin, soothing and calm. The stars above shimmer faintly, guiding you on this quiet journey. There is no hurry here, only the endless current of peace, carrying you deeper into rest. And the house waits, patient and kind, always near. The quiet current slows to a gentle drift, like a feather floating on the soft night breeze. You feel yourself lifted lightly, carried without effort or worry. The air is cool and sweet, filled with the scent of blooming night flowers. The house's heartbeat is a distant, tender murmur, steady and warm beneath the vast sky. Around you, the world moves slowly, each breath a delicate step toward deeper peace. You close your eyes, letting the feathers drift carry you softly onward. And the house waits. Endless, patient, kind. The feathers' drift blends into a quiet sigh, carried gently on the evening breeze. The air shimmers softly with the fading light, cool and comforting against your skin. The house's heartbeat slows even more, a tender whisper in the stillness. Around you, the world holds its breath, calm, peaceful, waiting. You breathe deeply, the twilight sigh wrapping you in its soft embrace. Every worry fades, every tension melts away. And the house waits, a silent guardian in the hush of night. The twilight sigh fades into the slow, steady fall of evening shadows. They stretch across the land like soft blankets, wrapping the world in quiet comfort. The air grows cooler, filled with the scent of night-blooming jasmine. The house's heartbeat is a faint pulse beneath it all, calm, constant, reassuring. You feel the shadows gather gently around you, a protective shield of silence. Your breath deepens, slow and even, in rhythm with the peaceful night. And the house waits. Always watching, always waiting, always kind. The evening shadows dissolve into a sky sparkling with countless stars. They twinkle softly, their light weaving gentle patterns across the vast darkness. The house's heartbeat is a slow rhythm beneath the quiet cosmos, steady and warm. You watch the stars dance, their movements slow and graceful, like a lullaby in motion. The cool night air brushes softly against your skin, carrying the faint scent of pine and earth. Your thoughts drift with the stars, light and effortless. And the house waits, a silent sentinel beneath the endless sky. The starry sky slowly fades into the soft shadows of a midnight garden. Moonlight filters through the leaves, casting delicate silver patterns on the ground. The scent of jasmine and night-blooming roses fills the air, sweet and calming. The house's heartbeat is a gentle murmur beneath the garden's quiet breath. You wander slowly among the flowers, each step measured and calm. The cool grass brushes softly against your feet, grounding you in this peaceful place. Your breath flows steady and deep, matching the garden's quiet rhythm. And the house waits, always patient, always kind. The midnight garden stirs softly as a gentle breeze moves through the trees. Leaves whisper quietly, their rustling a soothing song carried on the air. The moonlight dances lightly across the petals, making them shimmer like stars. The house's heartbeat is a faint echo beneath the garden's breath, calm, steady, reassuring. You close your eyes and listen to the whispering leaves, letting their song lull you deeper. Your thoughts float gently, carried by the cool night air. And the house waits, patient, kind, eternal. The whispering leaves settle as delicate petals begin to drift down around you. Each one falls slowly, a soft dance of color and light in the cool night air. The garden is still and peaceful, wrapped in the gentle hush of falling blossoms. The house's heartbeat is a quiet rhythm beneath the petals, steady and warm. You reach out your hand and feel a petal land softly on your palm, light as a sigh. Your breath is calm, steady, in tune with the gentle fall all around you. And the house waits, endless, patient, kind. The falling petals begin to fade as the first light of dawn gently brushes the garden. A soft glow spreads slowly, warming the earth and the blossoms alike. The air turns fresh and cool, carrying the subtle scent of morning dew. The house's heartbeat is a gentle murmur, steady and calm beneath the awakening world. You feel the dawn's caress on your skin, tender, slow, and full of quiet promise. Your breath deepens, rising and falling like the soft rhythm of a new day. And the house waits, patient and kind, ready for whatever comes next. The dawn's gentle glow deepens, bathing the garden in warm, soft light. Birdsong drifts lazily through the air, a quiet melody that soothes and calms. The house's heartbeat blends with the morning sounds, steady and gentle as a quiet hum. You walk slowly through the sunlit garden, feeling the warmth seep into your skin. Every breath you take is calm, every step slow and peaceful. The world around you awakens softly, without hurry or noise. And the house waits, always patient, always kind. The morning light spreads gently, revealing the garden's quiet beauty in full bloom. Soft petals glisten with dew, each one a small promise of peace and renewal. The air is fresh and still, carrying the faint scent of earth and blossoms. The house's heartbeat is a slow, steady rhythm beneath the morning calm. You pause beneath a tall tree, feeling the sun's warmth seep deep into your bones. Your breath is steady, your mind quiet and clear. And the house waits, patient and kind, a steadfast presence in the gentle light. A soft breeze stirs the garden, moving slowly through the leaves and petals. It carries a whisper of warmth, a gentle touch that soothes the skin and soul. The house's heartbeat hums quietly beneath the gentle sway of the trees. You close your eyes and feel the breeze wrap around you like a soft blanket. Each breath you take is deep and calm, matching the rhythm of the quiet morning. The world feels still and patient, filled with the promise of peaceful moments. And the house waits, eternal, kind, and ever watchful. The gentle breeze fades as a soft stream murmurs nearby, its water clear and cool. You follow the sound, stepping lightly over moss-covered stones. The stream's flow is steady and slow, a peaceful song that fills the quiet garden. The house's heartbeat is a distant echo beneath the water's soft murmur, calm and steady. You kneel beside the stream, letting your fingers brush the cool, flowing water. Your breath slows, deep and even, as the stream's calm washes over you. And the house waits. Patient and kind, a constant presence beneath the gentle world. The gentle stream winds slowly through the garden, its water flowing over smooth, rounded stones. Each ripple catches the light, sparkling like tiny stars beneath the surface. The air is cool and fresh, filled with the scent of wet earth and growing things. The house's heartbeat beats faintly beneath it all, steady and warm. You sit beside the stream, feeling the smooth stones beneath your fingers, grounding you in the present. Your breath flows calm and steady, in rhythm with the gentle flow of water. And the house waits, always patient, always kind. The stream flows gently past ancient trees, their roots twisting deep into the earth. Their thick trunks stand tall and steady, silent guardians of the quiet garden. Leaves rustle softly in the breeze, a soothing melody that blends with the water's song. The house's heartbeat is a calm pulse beneath the roots and stones, steady and sure. You rest against one of the mighty trees, feeling its solid strength beneath your back. Your breath is slow and even, your mind quiet and peaceful. And the house waits, patient, kind, eternal. The ancient trees stretch their branches high, swaying gently in the soft breeze. Leaves whisper quietly, casting dappled shadows that dance slowly on the ground. The house's heartbeat hums faintly beneath the earth, steady and warm like a comforting pulse. You watch the branches move with graceful ease, their slow rhythm matching your calm breath. The garden feels alive yet peaceful, a place where time flows softly without end. You feel safe here, wrapped in the gentle sway of the ancient trees. And the house waits, always patient, always kind. The swaying branches settle, and the leaves begin a gentle rustle in the calm air. Each sound is soft and delicate, like a whispered lullaby from the forest itself. The house's heartbeat is a distant murmur beneath the quiet symphony of nature. You close your eyes, letting the rustling leaves carry you deeper into peace. Your breath slows, steady and even, in tune with the forest's gentle song. The world feels still and safe, wrapped in the tender embrace of night. And the house waits, patient, kind, eternal. The rustling leaves fade as tiny fireflies begin to flicker softly in the dark. Their light dances gently, weaving slow, glowing patterns in the quiet night air. The house's heartbeat is a calm rhythm beneath the fireflies' shimmering dance. You watch the soft glow float around you, a delicate ballet of light and shadow. The air is cool and still, filled with the sweet scent of earth and flowers. Your breath is calm and deep, rising and falling like the slow pulse of the night. And the house waits, patient, kind, eternal. The fireflies' glow drifts slowly upward, merging with the deep velvet sky above. Stars twinkle faintly, scattered like diamonds across the endless night. The house's heartbeat is a gentle thrum beneath the vast expanse, steady, calm, and warm. You lie back on the soft grass, feeling the cool earth beneath you, steady and real. Your breath matches the slow pulse of the house, deep and even. The world around you feels boundless and safe, wrapped in soft light and shadow. And the house waits, patient and kind, a silent guardian beneath the stars. The velvet sky slowly lightens as the first whispers of Dawn begin to stir. Soft hues of pink and gold stretch gently across the horizon, warming the world. The house's heartbeat slows to a tender pulse beneath the awakening earth. You watch the sky change, feeling the quiet promise of a new day. The cool night air mingles with the soft warmth of morning's first light. Your breath flows deep and calm, steady as the world shifts softly around you. And the house waits, patient, kind, eternal. The whispering dawn blossoms into golden light, touching the garden with warmth. Each leaf glows softly, dew sparkling like tiny gems in the morning sun. The house's heartbeat is a gentle hum beneath the golden hush, steady and strong. You stretch slowly, letting the warmth soak into your skin and bones. Birdsong returns, delicate and bright, carried on the still, cool air. Your breath is full and peaceful, in rhythm with the house and the waking garden. And the house waits, always patient, always kind. The golden light spills gently into the garden, and everything falls into a hushed stillness. The trees seem to pause, the flowers lean toward the sun, and even the wind slows to listen. The house's heartbeat echoes softly beneath the quiet, slow, sure, and deeply kind. You move through the garden as if floating, each step weightless, each breath smooth. Your fingers brush a blossom, its petals warm and silken in the golden air. All is calm. All is still. All is safe. And the house waits, timeless and tender, holding the hush like a sacred promise. Beneath the golden hush, a deeper stillness rises, not silence, but peace. The trees sway gently, their roots wrapped in the steady breath of the earth. The house's heartbeat is a low, steady thrum, as if the walls themselves are breathing with you. You kneel by a patch of wildflowers, their tiny faces turned to the sun, trembling slightly in the breeze. Your hand rests lightly in the grass, warm from the morning light, cool from the shaded soil. Each inhale brings calm. Each exhale lets go. And the house waits, quiet, kind, a keeper of stillness. The garden breathes with you, a rhythm so soft and deep it barely touches the air. Leaves flutter gently, each movement a quiet exhale from the trees. The house's heartbeat is a calm murmur beneath your feet, always steady, always there. You sit beneath a flowering arch, its blossoms hanging like lanterns in the morning sun. Their scent is sweet but gentle, a whisper of comfort that fills the space between thoughts. Each breath you take is part of the garden now, slow, full, serene. And the house waits, kind and warm, breathing with you in perfect stillness. The garden rests in golden silence, and the world feels like a dream that has no end. Every leaf, every breeze, every petal holds the weightless hush of deep peace. The house's heartbeat echoes gently beneath it all. Timeless, calm, unchanging. You walk slowly through the arch of flowers, each step like drifting deeper into warmth. The light bends softly around you, as though the garden itself is wrapping you in memory. Your breath is the dream's rhythm now, slow, whole, effortless. And the house waits, always, in the dream, in the waking, in the in-between. The garden glows with the fullness of morning, but there is no hurry here, only stillness. The air is warm, touched by the golden quiet that lingers in the spaces between heartbeats. The house's final breath moves through you like a lullaby, slow, full, endless. You return to the porch, where the door waits open, the warmth of the house wrapping around you like a blanket. Inside, the light is dim and soft, the air filled with the faint scent of old wood, of tea, of quiet comfort. You lie down in the room where your story began, and the house breathes with you. You are home. And the house waits, forever.